Warning, spoilers. This video does not promote the marriage of minors, but assumes that Lyanna Stark will be of age when the marriage occurs. You fucking creeps. The Mormonts. Everyone in the show will know their names by now. They've got so many central characters from Dany's storyline, Jon Snow, the Wall, everything. Their small, tiny house with no real power or influence in a small, rocky island on the top of the north. No one really thought they would be this involved with the story, but for some reason they keep showing up. Why? Well, I believe that the Mormonts have been politically striving to put themselves on the top of the north ever since before Jon Snow's birth. How are they going to achieve this? By marrying into the Stark/Targaryen line so they can become royalty in the north and possibly all of Westeros. Now, if we're going to look into this theory, we must look at the two families involved and the characters that are central to this entire conspiracy. Lyanna's mother is Lady Mage Mormont. Not much of a lady, but still. And her brother is the old bear, or Jeor Mormont, who is the father to Jorah Mormont that we know from Dany's storyline. Now, many different houses across the north have had really strange lines of concession because of things like the Red Wedding and all the wars that they've had that have killed off family members. But the Mormonts are way worse than most of the other houses, with Jeor Mormont joining the Night's Watch way before the war, and Jorah Mormont getting exiled before the war as well. Now, these seem like normal things on the surface that happen due to consequences of Jorah catching poachers and the Old Bear being loyal to the north. But what if this was done on purpose to make it so they had a female line as heirs? This would put Lyanna Mormont as the heir to Bear Island in a good position to become a suitor for Jon Snow. We already see in the past how noble families have managed to be able to get roped into the line of Mormonts with Jorah and his wife, even though they are such a low house compared to the other. Now we move to Jon Snow's family. We know from so many hints and things that George R.R. Martin wanted Jon Snow to be a key central character to help out the world. Rhaegar Targaryen spent his entire life and gave up everything to make sure Jon Snow came into this world. Lyanna Stark gave up her family and everything to bring Jon Snow into this world. And the show confirmed this even further with the R+R=J hints from the Tower of Joy scenes. So we know that Jon Snow had heavy prophecies and people planning for his birth and his life long before he was ever conceived. And I believe that one of the groups that was planning for his birth was the Mormonts. Okay, so the first piece of evidence that really points towards this entire conspiracy being very much alive is the fact that Lyanna is named after Lyanna Stark. Now, there's only a few people that know about Jon Snow's heritage. That's people with glass candles, people who with green scene powers, and Howland Reed and Eddard Stark. Now, when Jeor was the Lord of Bear Island, he was great friends with Howland Reed, and probably confided with Ned and Howland Reed and everyone about this entire conspiracy, or found out via someone like Bloodraven or Greenseer. And that's where it all began, to craft his family line into marrying into the Starks. So what did Jeor do to make this a reality? One, he named Lyanna Mormont after Lyanna Stark, to make it a very clear symbol that they meant to be together. Two, he went to the Night's Watch because he knew that Jon Snow would become a bastard because of Ned's plan, and that he would possibly go to the Wall to protect him. And there he could tutor him, teach him, raise him, be like a father figure, and also give him Longclaw, which he knew that he could give to Jon Snow, because Jon Snow would become the heir to the sword anyway. Might as well give it to him earlier as a gift and a sign of trust between them. What better symbolism is there that they're going to bring him into the house family fold than giving them their sacred Valyrian sword?
For 5 centuries, Longclaw was the pride of House Mormont, my house. Even penniless and in great debt, I chose to sell men rather than the sword. And when my shame became known and I fled Bear Island for the east, I left it behind for my father, to hold it for a worthier heir.
And so, with Jorah out of the way, Jeor in the Night's Watch, it put Lyanna in the perfect position to become Lord of Bear Island and be able to support the claim for Jon to become King of the North. Now, if we think about it, it's so clear that Sansa has a better claim to the North than Jon Snow. Then why would everyone be backing him as King of the North because Lyanna Mormont told them to. She was never thinking for 1 second they could have a Queen in the North. Her letter said there would only been to a King in the North, and when Sansa was speaking, she really wouldn't support it. It's only from Jon Snow's input would they ever be able to back them, because they need Jon Snow to be the ruler so they can marry in. They can't really do it because they have no males to put into Sansa's line, and Sansa is not someone they've groomed for that position. And so Lyanna has made sure that Jon Snow becomes the King of the North, has set their family ties so well together, supported him, bring him up, he has a strong connection with them, so that she can be carefully and craftedly married into the line when she becomes of age, so that she become Queen in the North. Thanks for watching. Now, this theory is extremely tinfoil. Even though I said I believe in most of the stuff, I really don't at all. But if you want to build on this theory with some more evidence or input to it, then put it in the comment section below. It'd be really interesting to hear your thoughts on it. Also, if you guys have any other theories you want me to make videos on, put them in the comment section below, and I'll really look through a whole bunch of them so I can make more of these theories that came out of Season 6 for you guys all the way to Season 7. So, there'll be Vikings content, Game of Thrones content, any other TV show you want to suggest for me to watch and review and stuff, that'd be cool as well, and all of that will be coming over the next few weeks. I'll be getting back into the upload rhythm now that Season 6 is over, so I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Baba Booey.